So this kind of a video is always a treat because there's nothing I love more than seeing an entitled social media rat getting bodied by law enforcement and YouTube comments. Enter Icy Wyatt.
Yeah, I feel like Anna Nicole Smith. I made it to Hollywood. Ah!
Dude managed to get 1 million TikTok followers by being unbearable and thinks he is God's gift to this planet.
I don't know who I am.
Nope. Get on the ground or you're gonna get tased.
Get on the ground.
And I guess he makes money by shilling some scam casino game to his brain dead TikTok followers.
Yo, this is for everybody. $32,000 went into my bank account this month just by playing the free games in my bio. Press Eat With Me.
$32K a month for playing free bingo? That sounds totally legit. And on Juneteenth, nonetheless. What is it, my birthday? I mean, come on, this is great. Anyhow, I'm not going to subject you to more of his TikTok videos because it's like pouring cayenne lemon juice in your eyes and ear holes. But our boy Icy recently got a little spicy and caught himself an arrest for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And fortunately for us, the body cam footage was recently released. And let me tell you, this dude is definitely a contender for the biggest piece of shit welterweight title belt.
This guy just got out of his car and pistol with me with a gun.
The calls continued to filter in.
Yeah, there's a guy driving around in a pink Mercedes. They almost just hit a lady with pushing a little stroller with some kids in the shopping center.
I just saw a guy on a pink Mercedes SUV. Mm-hmm. He went down off his car, shirtless, shoeless, and started shooting the lady's car.
Officers soon arrive at the scene.
Shout out to the EWU Bodycam YouTube channel, by the way, for doing this footage breakdown. It's basically 3 parts. You have the officers arriving on scene, getting statements from witnesses. Then they have to track down Wyatt in his pink Mercedes. They find him. The whole arrest takes place. And then there's a segment at the end where he's under arrest, talking with them, and just continues to devolve into more and more of a piece of shit. I'm telling you, it's juicy. You got to stick around till the end.
Okay, so what happened?
This dude was parked in the middle of the road, like right at the light.
Okay.
To get back in the car, stop blocking traffic. You literally was at someone else's car, talking to them, banging on their window.
I think they called too.
Yeah, like,
Woman in the car. That was like beating on the window.
I was like, come on, man, get back in the car, go about your day. He goes, oh, look you, this and that, I got a gun, all this. I'm like, okay, whatever. He cuts us off right here.
Okay.
He threw the drink at me, so I got out of the truck, obviously. Once I got out, he walks back into his car, he grabs his gun, points it at me.
Where they pointed it in my face.
I turn around just to leave, and right as I turn around, whacking in the back of the head.
So you're telling me this moron is in a parking lot in a pink Mercedes, pointing a gun at strangers and pistol whipping people in the back of the head? I mean, that's lit content. That's like a normal average Tuesday for a sweet TikToker.
A lady with her infant baby crossing the road and literally almost hit him.
Almost hit an infant baby too? Based, bro.
A video. This was after he
After he hit him?
Yes. He was chasing them inside the parking lot like a crazy.
As referenced over the police radio, Wyatt is making his own 911 call to report an emergency.
I just pulled over because somebody tried to kill me in the car.
Oh my God. There is nothing that I hate more in this world than people so painfully unself-aware that after they cause absolute chaos, threaten people's lives, and have multiple witnesses call the police on them, go on to call the police themselves and cry victim. The worst kind of human being, honestly, like wood chipper status. Somebody just punt them into orbit and get them the fuck out of here. We'll give him a chance though. What does he have to say?
Okay, tell me exactly what happened. This truck came up and tried to cut me off, so I pulled over to the next lane, and again, he's trying to swerve into my lane and tries to hit the car. So I stopped the vehicle, and he gets right in front of me. They stopped the car right in front of me, dead stop, so that I almost hit them. And they get out of the car like they're ready to fight. And then I had 4 guys jump out the car and say, I'm going to beat the f*** out of you and all that stuff. And then, like,
did they hurt you, sir?
They did not hurt me because I had a gun.
No. Okay, and did you put the gun back in the case, or you still have it in your hand?
I just opened the glove box and I said, do you guys really want to with me right now?
Now, sure, that sounds pretty crazy, scary situation, but you think that it's maybe because you were pointing a gun at civilians, almost ran over a stroller, and pistol whipped a stranger moments before this encounter? Seems like pertinent information, Icy, that maybe the 911 dispatcher should be privy to, you stupid fuck.
They meet up in a nearby neighborhood to form a plan to locate him.
So he calls 911 and then leaves the scene. That's brilliant.
Okay, where are you? Can I come meet you?
When the lawyers come home, I will have you.
Officers finally find Wyatt as he's leaving his house in the notorious pink Mercedes. And clearly, he isn't eager to speak with police.
Hey, put the car in park. Put the car in park. Let's go. Put it in park. All right. Put both your hands out the window. Put your hands out the window. Put both of your hands out the window, kid. We're not fucking with you.
I don't know who I am.
Nope.
The absolute delusion of this young idiot to think that, like, you're surrounded by LEO with their guns drawn asking you to get out of the car, and the first thing that comes to your mind to ask them is, y'all don't know who I am? I got 1 million followers on TikTok and I drive a pink Mercedes. Like they're gonna be on the radio like, oh God, yo, it's Icy, stand down, it's Icy Wyatt. Stand down, everyone put the guns down, it's Icy Wyatt, guys. What are you talking about, you dumb fuck? Full-blown, brain-dead, narcissistic delusion.
I can't take the seatbelt out. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Do it now. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car.
They are?
Lay down on the ground, buddy. Lay down on the ground.
I know my rights.
Get on the ground.
Do you?
You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground. You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Oh.
Send
Next
it.
time, do it yourself. We won't have that problem.
There you go.
I got it.
Oh my God. No Miranda rights.
Now, I'm sure there's going to be a small handful of people watching this that are like, well, that was kind of rough. They didn't need to push him to the ground like that. Defund the police. Listen, all they know is that this man is carrying a gun. They understood that from the call. There are several eyewitness accounts of him acting irrational and he's being uncooperative. He also pistol whipped a dude in the back of the head. So the best course of action is to get cuffs on him as soon as possible to neutralize any potential threat to the officers' lives, and that's exactly what they did. Bit of foreshadowing here, but the level of patience that all of the officers involved in this situation display throughout the entirety of this video is absolutely insane, given the level of ignorance and annoyance that this man exudes.
No Miranda rights. Wow. No Miranda rights.
It seems Wyatt has been misinformed.
Love this
Officers
narrator.
aren't required to read him his Miranda rights before detaining him, but rather before questioning or interrogating him. Though Wyatt denies he has a gun in his vehicle, several witnesses allege that they saw him with one. The officers will need to perform a search on the Mercedes before it can be released.
Would you mind if we just look through it real quick? Are you allowing us to look through the car or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, we're going to do that then. Lock and open. Where's his keys? Just they got keys or a fob?
After the firearm has been located in his vehicle, we return to Wyatt, who's been fairly calm so far.
It looks like they're going to end up taking you to jail for the incident that happened with the road rage thing.
Lies to the officers about not having a gun in his car, gives them permission to search his car, and they immediately find a loaded pistol. I mean, absolutely brilliant. I know my rights. I used to watch Law and Order when my mom would leave it on the television, passed out drunk in her armchair on sweet vermouth when I was a baby. Well, apparently you didn't watch hard enough, because right now you're 0 for 2 in the rights department.
They said that there was a gun involved and they described the whole thing and the gun's there, and it seems like that's what happened. He said he got hit by a gun, there's a witness, the whole thing. So we can't not, unless you have something else to say about the incident.
I don't hit nobody.
Well, they're saying otherwise, and they described the gun and everything, and there was somebody else
So
that
my
was
girlfriend
watching.
can't be a witness too.
Was she with you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we can talk to her when she gets here. Just call her and put her on speaker. Don't respond to any text messages.
Babe, I'm getting arrested because of those people that cut me off. I pulled the gun out to show them through the window, like, don't f with me, and they all went back in their car. And they're talking about it's just for tonight. I can't go to jail tonight. I have to work. Like,
You are in absolutely no wrong. They should not
I'm telling you.
See, this is the problem when you surround yourself with yes men and yes women. You end up like this sad idiot, bloodied in the back of a cruiser, thinking you're the innocent one and the world is just out to get you. When in reality, you're just so detached from real life because your brain has been gobbled up by sticking your fucking nose in this for 22 hours a day. Y'all don't know who I am? Ooh, I know! You're an idiot.
You can't take my phone.
Actually, by law, they are allowed to take his phone. Personal property may be confiscated by police and inventoried for safekeeping.
Oh for
This
3.
routine procedure is intended to protect both law enforcement and the arrestee.
You can't take my phone. This is my possession, so now you're going to be a thief? Now you're going to be a thief.
You're under arrest. You're not allowed to have the phone, okay?
Yes.
Wow.
A thief and a swindler.
Go back in the car.
The confiscation of his phone has really set Wyatt off. He becomes hostile and belligerent.
Yes.
I don't think you guys should be talking without me hearing if it's about my matter.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes? Can you roll down the window?
No. You don't have any right to hear what we're talking about.
You're talking about me, though.
Okay.
0 for 4 in the rights department. You guys mind if I just hop out of the back of the cruiser and stand in the circle with you while you're talking about the case? Would that be fine? You just take the cuffs off. We can chop it up, right? Well, I know my rights. Well, if you're talking about me, you have to let me know and give me my phone back because I know my rights, law and order, and all that.
Why are you being such a now?
I don't think I'm being asshole at all.
You are being a
Okay. I'm sorry that you think that.
You don't see any problem with this.
Dude could not
you don't
be
see
more
the
polite.
problem that somebody with a bright pink car who is famous online
here we go.
gets with on the freeways all the time.
Bet you do.
And that's why I carry a gun. That is it. That is, you said legal was in Florida.
I'm sorry, what was that now?
You said legal was in Florida.
That is, you said, you said legal.
That is, you said legal was in.
That is, you, in
Florida.
It is legal in Florida to have a gun in your car. There's nothing
So
illegal
where
about
can
that.
you prove, show me the video proof where I hit him with a gun?
We don't need video proof.
Yes,
to prove
you
that.
do, because I have several witnesses that will testify against.
Okay, then the court case should get dropped pretty quickly.
You have no proof.
Spoiler alert and sidebar, he did pistol whip somebody with a gun, and he's actually using it as a cute little nod in his recent TikTok videos, one he just uploaded 5 hours ago.
Go drop us some purple hearts for a follow back and a pistol whip.
Nice. Anyways, one of the friends he had on the phone shows up to drive his car so it's not going to get towed, and she is less insufferable than him, which is not difficult to do, but still a bit,
Wyatt's girlfriend soon arrives on scene to pick up the Mercedes.
I'm sorry, you said
Wyatt's girlfriend.
Wyatt's girlfriend? I mean, is this just like an air quotes girlfriend, or are we to believe that this man enjoys the warmth of a woman's meat wallet when the camera's not on? All right, I'll believe you. I'll trust you on this one. But I'm weary. I am weary.
And you're detaining him for resisting or something?
No, he pistol whipped somebody with a gun over their head.
Oh, okay. That is the situation that nobody helped him with. I guess
Sounds like he helped himself, honestly.
someone-
He called 911 and then he went all the way back here instead of meeting with us.
Yes, he came home after being attacked by 2 hillbilly crazy people in a truck.
But he pistol whipped them over the top of it.
Always hillbillies if they're driving a truck.
Well, that's why we're going to go back and take a seat.
Okay.
And if he wants to tell us the side of the story, then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay. So what are you trying to do so far? Just like defend the hillbillies who got punched in the face with a gun?
Well, if they got pistol whipped with a gun, then they're victims.
Okay.
And yes, we are going to.
And he's a victim of being attacked while driving. They were speeding in front of him.
This whole idea of them speeding in front of him that has been parlayed a few times and will be more throughout this video is interesting, and we're going to see why, because they show an actual clip from one of the bystanders in just a minute. If you hang tight, we're going to skip the rest of this girlfriend part. I'm sorry. We're going to skip the rest of this girlfriend part, and we're going to move on to the part where Wyatt's close to being processed and they get in a little argument over his expensive jewelry.
Now that the issue of the Mercedes blocking the street has been resolved, Wyatt will be taken to jail. Wyatt and the officer keep a good rapport. That is, until there's any question of his popularity or success.
What are you alleging that he did? Right trick you?
Swerve into my lane.
Okay.
Then pulled over me and brake checks me, like causing an accident.
Okay. Do you have video of it on your car?
Accident.
Did you guys actually get in an accident?
Proof that
I mean, he's got a big ass, like, knot on the back of his head.
have video proof of it.
No, but there are independent witnesses. So. I mean, not Everybody knows who you are.
Dude will not miss an opportunity to let those officers know that he has millions of followers. It is such a perfect look into the mindset of a large majority of the younger generation. Nothing fucking matters except the vanity metrics on your social media accounts. Actions, consequences, none of that exists. Listen, I broke 7 figgies on TikTok. Do you not know this? I drive a pink Mercedes. I get fucked with all the time. Of course I couldn't possibly be in the wrong.
I have 58 million followers.
58 million followers? Everybody that's been on TikTok or Instagram knows who you are? What? I looked everywhere and all I've been able to find is 1.5 million if you count Instagram, okay? Where's the other 56.5? Not that it matters, honestly. It just goes to show you, though, how much these vanity metrics fuck these people up. His level of self-importance is staggering. And there's probably a bunch of teenagers in Florida, maybe in some fringe communities that know who he is, but I had no idea who this dumbass is, and I consider myself pretty terminally online for a 38-year-old. If you were Jay-Z, okay. All right, I'll give it to you. Or The Rock, maybe, sure. You're allowed to say that people probably know you. Of course, they'd never be in a situation like this, but Icy Wyatt, former shift leader at McDonald's, shill for fucking free online bingo, pyramid schemes, turned TikToker with pink Mercedes.
Everybody who's been on TikTok or Instagram has seen Wyatt.
Nobody knows who the fuck you are. And even if they did, that does nothing to absolve you from any responsibility when it comes to being a reasonable human being.
I said a lot of people know who I am.
I believe you, and I never said that.
Why are you saying all that?
I said you don't know that this guy knows who you are.
Oh, he sure did.
Oh, did he say something?
When somebody's swerving into my lane, brake checking me, wanting me to stop, wanting me to race my car, coming out the car, I know that's a fan. I'm tasing people for fucking not violent crime and shit.
Oh, okay. Nobody tased you.
Wow, getting a little aggressive
You
here,
didn't get
Wyatt.
tased?
Tase me, I'll fucking go to jail for the rest of my life.
Okay. I am not gonna tase you. I'm just saying you didn't get
I'm sorry, did
tased.
he think he got tased?
You just
even though
said
he
so.
didn't?
You just said it. That's not what I said. I said nobody tased you.
I didn't say nobody tased me. You're dumb, girl.
Am I?
You're real dumb. You might want to try modeling.
That definitely can't be that.
You definitely might want to try modeling.
What? Yeah, you know that story of all those dumb people that took a bunch of Molly and became smart? I made it the fuck up. I don't know what type of circles Icy Wyatt is running with, but it sounds like he's been given a bit of misinformation. So this is the final segment. They're being super respectful, trying to be accommodating for his jewelry and make sure that's taken care of before he goes to jail. And the dude is just a ripping prick.
Hey, come on out, Wyatt.
I mean, just look
Hey,
at
Wyatt,
this
so a
dude.
couple things can happen right now.
Just listen to him.
What we want to do, we're going to swap the handcuffs and put her handcuffs on you, but also all your expensive jewelry and stuff, because we want to make sure that nothing bad happens to your stuff. Once it goes down to jail, that's somebody else handling it. We'll put it in safekeeping here. It's going into an evidence locker until you come back to pick it up. Okay?
Why do I have to go to jail?
Reasonable, very accommodating.
You pistol whipped the guy over the head with a gun.
No, I didn't. You have no proof.
We have a video.
Here's a video, by the way, of Wyatt in the pink Mercedes in a parking lot. I'm sorry, who was the one that cut off who that you've been yammering about this entire time? That's about as negligent as you can get in a close proximity, what looked like a shopping mall parking lot. And that's probably why you almost smashed a woman and her baby, for Christ's sake. Certainly there could be more context to what led up to that. I'm aware. But that clip right there is relatively damning for the story that we've been getting from him and his girlfriend.
Yes, there's a witness. We just talking to the guy on the
You have
phone.
no
The guy
witness.
is here giving a statement right now, Wyatt.
Okay, let me see his video.
You don't have to. God, why?
We don't have to. I have family that work in police force.
Okay.
You guys are talking to the wrong person.
We have, listen, it's 2022. We have body cameras, people have cell phones.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
you
your
didn't
family,
body camera
okay.
me pistol
You know what,
whipping
you're free to
somebody
go.
with a gun.
Why?
All right.
This is what's happening. take off your, listen, you have two options.
Why don't you take your rings off yourself?
The jail's probably not going to take your jewelry because the value that it could be, right? So we're going to put it in safekeeping here.
No, I need labeled bags and everything.
We're going to put it on a thing, and we're going to have you sign it. Well, we have to... Why, where are you going?
Let me see you do it first then.
What?
You're not about to take $30,000, $40,000 worth of jewelry without me knowing exactly where it's going.
And I'm going to write it on this form.
This man wants individually labeled bags for his ugly ass jewelry. What do you think, this is the fucking Four Seasons Police Department? They're already being extremely accommodating by trying to make sure nothing happens to it by checking it into the evidence room before sending you down to the jail. But your dumb shit ass is trying to turn an inch into 16 miles. Also, I didn't mention this, but have they done a field sobriety test or anything on this dude? He sounds like he's at least half to 75% fucked up on probably booze and pills. But that's just part of the hard-o lifestyle, baby. Live fast, die young. Ride it hard, put it away wet.
So go ahead and write it on the form.
No, I have to know what I have to put on it, so give me the jewelry.
You don't know what this jewelry is valued.
No one cares, dude.
I don't.
This to me the whole entire time in the car.
I've actually been so nice to you.
No, you've been
calling me a bitch.
Get back in the car. Let him take his chance in jail.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Fuck your jewelry. Let's go.
We're not gonna lose. I've been to LA County before.
Okay.
See you in LA, buddy.
Stay in LA, buddy.
That's not what he said.
You think you're a,
I think you have issues.
Like, that was actually, they went out of their way to try and help him by securing his jewelry in an evidence locker.
Annoying. It's like a power
listen,
trip.
you can only be so accommodating for an ignorant idiot like this.
You guys had no friends.
I'm quite impressed, to be honest.
You guys had no anybody thinking that you were cool. So
Tiger King, if you move your arm again.
Shut up. The second you see, okay.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. No, that's physical violence.
Stop resisting.
That's physical violence. I'm not resisting.
Yes. Let them swap the cuffs.
I'm not resisting.
Okay.
You know this is an $80,000 chain on my neck you're pressing, right? A lot of losses.
Well, we tried to take it and put it in evidence
for you. A lot of losses right now.
All right. Have a seat in the car.
I talk a lot of shit about this dude, right? And I get sarcastic. I've seen these guys are a dime a dozen. I genuinely feel bad. Like, I pity people like this, right? You know this is an $80,000 chain you're pressing into the car, right? Like, imagine that is your entire identity. Your entire life is based around your material things and the fact that you have managed to scrap a few followers on TikTok. And it's just so pathetic and sad. It's like all the things that our culture sells us that's gonna make you happy that don't. It's like people like this just fucking quadruple down on it and have to create this larger than life facade and lifestyle in order to feel like they have a pulse, and it's truly heartbreaking, honestly.
Have a seat in the car. Hey!
There you go. You got another charge right there.
Why are they even standing here?
Assaulting an officer, let's go. They call them Joe Exotic. That's fantastic. Yeah, he kind of looks like Joe Exotic. But I think Joe Exotic was gay, and Wyatt has a girlfriend, so not the best comparison, honestly.
Several hours after the initial 911 calls, he was booked at the BSO main jail on 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, 1 count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, 1 count of battery on an officer, and 1 count of resisting arrest.
Okay.
Wyatt has pleaded not guilty to all 5 counts he was charged with, and he's expected to appear in court in July of 2023.
Looking forward to keeping tabs on this case. I am curious if there's more context that's going to be provided. We'll probably learn a little bit more about the counterparty in this situation, the people that got pistol whipped. I'm not trying to pretend like it's completely one-sided. I'm sure the other people were not innocent in this altercation, but clearly the way this was handled by Wyatt and his party was piss poor at best. Couple of Hall of Fame comments real quick. The fact that I legit never have seen or heard of this guy before this video makes me feel like I'm doing something right. It's a shame when people think being TikTok famous actually means something. As a former toddler, I can understand his frustration. Honestly, the most confusing part of this is when he said he had a girlfriend. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's extremely satisfying watching a malignant narcissist get what's coming to them. I tend to agree. I don't love it but I do love watching videos like this. I'm not proud of it, is what I guess mean to say. But it brings me joy when people so detached from reality, so unself-aware, so narcissistic, have to face a little bit, just a taste, just a modicum of reality. And to be honest, I don't think it's really set in for him yet. You know, this type of dude is just so detached. He still only cares about likes and views. I'm sure this extra attention he's getting from this is padding his ego even more. It's probably making that adrenaline pump a little bit harder. He's memeing about the pistol whip bit as a send-off in his little TikTok videos. He uploads like fucking 10 a day. It's just another case of an absolute lost, meaningless soul putting all of his eggs into the relevance basket. As long as somebody knows who I am, as long as someone will comment and like my fucking dog shit content, that means I'm worth something. Anyways, we're gonna wait and see what happens with this trial. Thank you guys for watching through this with me. Hope you enjoyed it in a weird, sadistic way as much as I did. And until the next one, when we update on this situation, make sure you stand up out of your chair and hip thrust that motherfucking like button. I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for being here. We'll see you in the next video. Deuces.